I'm about to show you how to create a teleprompter using an iPad with readily available, easy to find materials, no fancy glass, and it's all easy to assemble. And best of all, it costs under 50 bucks. Interested? Stay tuned. So I needed a teleprompter for my studio because I moved to a smaller studio in my house and I wanted to build a DIY teleprompter for my iPad. There was a lot of great resources online and a lot of great videos, but I was really frustrated because none of the videos really hit the spot. In fact, a lot of them, what they did was they told you that you could go to a local glass store, glass dealer in your area and get beam splitter glass. Sometimes they would give it to you for free. Other individuals seem to have all these supplies just laying around their house, which brought the price down, but if you don't have that stuff laying around the house like I don't, it was going to be expensive. The other thing is sometimes it was really hard to find some of the materials they were suggesting to build this DIY teleprompter, and some of them were pretty expensive. So my goal was to build a DIY teleprompter using the iPad that met three main objectives. One, it had to be an effective teleprompter, meaning that it actually worked and the quality of the video was still superb. Secondly, all of the materials had to be readily accessible and purchasable online or at a local craft hobby store or hardware store. That was important. I didn't want to send all of you on a wild goose chase. So it had to be readily and easily accessible, readily available. And lastly, the teleprompter had to cost under $50. Now, depending on where you get the supplies that I'm going to mention, you could probably get it for under $30, but I'm saying $50 just to be safe. So here's exactly how I put it together and all the materials that you need. Okay, the first thing you need is a box, a plain wooden box. I picked this up at Michael's for I think $10, and this is what holds your iPad. The next thing you need is a picture frame, and this is going to hold the plastic, which will be the reflective surface. I picked up this plain wooden picture frame for I think $8 at Michael's. You can probably find it cheaper. The next thing I want to show you are two wooden pennants. These things are just random wooden things that I found to achieve the 45-degree angle effect. You could probably find something else to achieve the same effect. The next thing you'll need is the Graphics Clear Craft plastic. I'll put a link to this in the guide that you can download, the full instructions on how to build this. And of course, you need duct tape. You always need duct tape. Next, you need a piece of wood, which you will put the adapter into, which will then you can connect to the tripod, which will hold the teleprompter. Next is a drill. You need that to drill a pilot hole. You need a trusty screwdriver. Then you need a 1/4 inch female to 3/8 inch male screw adapter, which basically allows you to put a tripod adapter in, which you then affix to this tripod, which will hold the teleprompter. And you need 4 screws. Don't forget about the screws. Okay, now the very first step is you have to drill a pilot hole, which is going to be used to, you drill a pilot hole into this piece of wood, which then you put the screw adapter into. So you go ahead and screw this into the wood, because then what you'll see in a second is the adapter will be the way that you attach the wood to the tripod. So here I am screwing in. I decided not to use a screwdriver and just go with my electric drill because it's much faster and easier. So you can see here that it is flush against the wood. You take the tripod, I guess, camera holder, very technical term, and you simply screw it in. And then what you'll see in a moment is that it's a very secure way to affix your tripod to the teleprompter. So take a look, solid, we're ready to go. Okay, the next thing you want to do is attach the box that'll hold the iPad to the piece of wood, which will then sit on top of the tripod. And this is where you need the 4 screws. You just drill the 4 screws into that to, you just take the 4 screws, you drill them in, and you're set to go. Voila, you now have the teleprompter iPad holder box attached to the thingy, which is going to sit on top of the tripod. Now the next thing you do is you affix these. You like the word affix for some reason. I'm using that a lot. Basically, I needed some way to attach the picture frame, which will be the reflective surface, to this box with a 45-degree angle. And this pennant, this wooden craft pennant, happens to be it. So you can see here how I attach the pennants using good old duct tape, nothing fancy, to the iPad holder box. And there you can see that that's how it will look once everything's attached. I'll fast forward here so that you can see exactly what it looks like. And there you have it. You see the box with the 45-degree angle pennants attached to the picture frame. Now what you see is I am putting on the clear plastic, and this is going to be the reflective surface. And so basically you just take good old duct tape, you line it up properly, and you take the duct tape and you basically tape it down. You want to make sure that you pull the plastic really taut and tight to avoid any kind of looseness in it. So you want to make sure that the plastic is very, very tight against the teleprompter picture frame, so to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up because this process took a little bit of time. Okay, the last piece of tape is going on here, and I pull it taut, fasten it down, and voila. Now you see I have the teleprompter box all set, and we're ready to give this a shot by putting this on top of the tripod. Okay, here it is all set up. Notice I have a towel on top of the teleprompter box. You can see the towel there. That basically helps to darken the reflective surface. The iPad is set up. Now watch how clear this is. So it says, I'm about to show you how to create a teleprompter using an iPad with readily available, easy to find material, no fancy glass, that's easy to assemble and costs under $50. Interested? Stay tuned. That was the very beginning of this specific video. You can see how crystal clear this is. And it was only 11 bucks, if that, for a sheet of 25 of them, or a pack of 25. So right now you're watching me through the teleprompter. I'm not reading from the teleprompter, I'm actually just going off cuff. But in a couple seconds, I'm gonna show you me reading from the teleprompter and to see how flawless it is. Now this is going to be a script that a client sent to me, so it's not gonna be anything related to this, but I just wanna show you that the teleprompter for less than 50 bucks, less than 30 bucks even, and only thing it required was a bunch of duct tape, a box, a wooden frame, and some other hardware, and you can create a pretty unbelievable teleprompter. DIY, dirt cheap. So let me go ahead and give you a sample of what it looks like to actually read from the script through the teleprompter. Congratulations on your decision to obtain your Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt certification through the Management and Strategy Institute. Getting your Master Black Belt certificate is a crucial step in a long journey to becoming truly proficient in quality-based Six Sigma projects. So that's it. Enjoy your new iPad teleprompter that can be made for less than $50. And before I wrap up, I want to make sure that you take the following next steps. Step number 1, go to the link right here on the screen and download the material guide that I put together for this specific video. It gives you everything that you need. Second, make sure you subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. That's assuming, of course, you enjoyed this video. And finally, if you have any questions at all, put them in the comments down below. So remember, number 1, download the material guide. Number 2, subscribe and thumbs up. And number 3, leave a comment. Thanks for watching and enjoy your new iPad teleprompter.